unto the church that is at Locals, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Wherever. Let me tell you a relatively interesting observation/story about my own journey of faith. Don't worry, won't take long. There I was in this big theatre hired on Sundays by a Pentecostal church, crying my eyes out. But that's how I tell the story. Crying my eyes out, at the end of the service, having responded to the altar call, though there was no altar to which I was called, experiencing the powerful, permeating presence of God, knowing in that moment that God was personal and real. In that moment, for the first time in my life, I experienced true love. Aww. I said yes. And ever since then, I've been figuring out what it was that I said yes to. Hence, Christ Defender Apologetics. A decade into my figuring, I'm realizing some things. I'm asking questions. It is a very human thing to make decisions based on unchecked premises or assumptions. We cannot scrutinize every single one of our beliefs. Generally speaking, I am the kind of person who seeks to understand why something is the way that it is. Why is it this way and not that way? Why this religion and not that religion? Why are you behaving this way? Why? Tell me why. I tend to think things through pretty carefully. However, I, like all of you, am not always super attentive to those premises. That's why we need each other. In friendship, iron sharpens iron. Pull people out of their comfort zone. Challenge things. I didn't think about being Protestant. I didn't think about being Pentecostal. Now, on the one hand, I didn't need to in order for God to draw me to faith, but this moment was inevitable, and I'll tell you why. Some of you may remember that I made a video a while back on the keys of the kingdom. In that video, I expressed some of those unchecked assumptions that came from the teaching I received from the Pentecostal environment. It was a man named Sam Shamoon who challenged those assumptions. We talked about Peter as the rock and what that meant. After that, though, I basically went on in the same way. Continued making videos. I did private that video because he made me realize that, hold on, this doesn't actually make sense. But I didn't really think about the implications of what we talked about. Which brings us to this moment. I don't know why I'm Protestant. So, I know the majority of you, my faithful followers, are Protestant. Actually, I don't know that. That's an assumption. I assume you are. Maybe you're in the same boat as me. Maybe you're just in a Protestant church and you haven't really thought it through. Because maybe, like me, nothing has prompted you to do so. Maybe this will. Maybe something already has and this is kind of just an aid on that journey. Praise the Lord. Maybe you have discerned. Maybe you've made the conscious choice to be a Protestant. Good for you. Hear me out anyway. Maybe, just maybe, you actually don't care. You're just here to see how this all ends. I'm starting a new series. I'm calling it Save Me from Catholicism. Come now, let us reason together.